Let's go for it. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, 3, 2, 1. What is up, Spurs Nation? You're tuned to an episode of Order on the Court Live, except we're not live right now. This is a pre-recorded episode for you guys, and we wanted to take the time to do it right for y'all. Meanwhile, we're working on our live stream, working on improving that for you guys, trying to figure out which programs work best for YouTube and whatnot. If you're a fan of live streaming and you know what's up, leave some comments down below and help us out if you think you know what products work well, what software works best, any of that stuff. But joining us today is not joining us today, I should say, is Maddie from San Antonio Spurs fan blog. Maddie from Spurs fan blog is not with us. He's in Florida and he's doing his thing right now on the beach.
All our problems today on Maddie.
Yeah, this is all Maddie's fault. Whenever Maddie's here, everything works smooth. Whenever he's not here, there's all these technical issues. But joining us today, we have Harrison from San Antonio Spurs Talk. What's going on, Harrison?
What's up, guys? It's been about 5 minutes since I've seen you, but it's good to see you.
This is like our third attempt at this intro, just letting y'all know. Also joining us today is you might have seen our mailbag episodes from this past weekend. Destin took those by the horns and did an awesome job at our mailbag episodes, getting to your questions. Destin, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Not much. I really enjoyed it. I tried my best on it, and it got to a point where I just had to rant on topics for an extended amount of minutes, but I hope it was all right.
Hey, let it be known that in the first 2 attempts, I complimented that video, but I felt like I had to let Rob do it now because I didn't want it to get to Destin's head or anything.
Hey, get off my jock, man.
Yeah, Harrison did give the compliment the first few times. All right, so today, guys, the title of this episode is When the NBA Restarts, which it looks like it's inevitable. It looks like Adam Silver right now is planning for a July return. And that means that there are going to be a lot of teams coming into play that were not in the playoff race necessarily before. And this, one of the most popular options that we're hearing out there is like a 22-team entry to finishing off this season. And in all of the readings that I've read online, the Spurs are in those articles, right? The Spurs are in the conversation. They're in the mix to come back and play. So what we're going to do on this episode is we're going to talk to you guys about what OOC is, what we're going to offer you, and what you can do to watch all of us do our things and how you can do that. But first, let me ask you guys, what is y'all's take on the Spurs coming back, the NBA coming back with a 22-team rollout and trying to finish the season?
Man, for me, I'm all for it. We talked a bit about this in the last video. It's even playing field. Why not go for it? My only stipulation is I just hope they freeze the draft pick position, because if something happens and all of a sudden we start winning, I'd hate to have this down season where, it'd be great if we somehow shocked the world and won a championship, but then we're kind of stuck, So I'd love to see the draft positions freeze so that we know we've got one of those lottery picks, and then just go for it, man. I mean, can't hurt.
What do you think, Dustin?
Yeah, I totally agree. Like I'm all for it. I hope that we can get on a run and just go for a championship, because at this point all momentum will be lost from everybody. So I mean, we might as well have an even playing field, just like Harrison said. 0-0 and just go for it. As far as the draft picks, I mean, we already spoke about this, that the draft isn't super strong anyway, so a lot of the guys that we might want, we might still be able to get. So
that's true.
Yeah. So I'm for it. I'm all for it. And let's just go for it. So
yeah, I like the idea of having that 11th pick, but if things do change and we end up sliding down to our normal 27, 29, whatever it is, I think this year, like you said, it's not like having that 11th pick was going to change the outlook of our future. At least I don't think so, but you never know. So let's get into Order on the Court, what we're going to do for you guys, what we have planned. Okay, so first off, let's talk about what we're doing for you guys for free, okay, and what we're always going to be doing for you guys for free, and that is our OOC live show every Tuesday, and also our Saturday mailbag edition where we take your questions in from all across our social media platforms, and then we're going to answer them there. We want to answer your questions. We want to give you guys the voice. So that's what we do for free. Okay. Do y'all guys have any thoughts on any of those two things?
No, that's like, I mean, we're going to give a lot of content, and even the beginning when we're first starting off, we're going to make sure that we do, a few shows so you can get, a nice taste of what we're going to be doing in the future as well. So starting off, especially, it's going to be a lot of free shows, a lot of great stuff going on.
Yeah, I think that's a good point to stress is like we're going to give kind of, and we've already tried to do a few, like, an example is, I know we're getting a little ahead here, but, with our paid content, we had our one live stream where we talked draft prospects the whole time. I'm going to try and do a show myself and feature the other people on it some where that's what I do year round. And we're going to try and release one or two of those episodes so y'all can get a taste of what it's like and what exactly you will be paying for. So a bunch of stuff to come at the start, and then we're going to kind of ease into our premium content.
So in our premium content, we have 3 levels to offer our subscribers. The first level is the end of the bench level. That's what we call it. It's only $1. And we're going to talk about what you get for that $1 in a second. Our second level subscriber, which is our more popular subscription, is our $5 level subscription. And that's the 6-man subscription. And then we'll talk about what's all in there. And then we have our third level, which is our starter level, right? So that one's $15. The 6-man level is $5. And the end of the bench, again, is $1. Now, for $1, what you guys get is access. For all your memberships, you get access to our site, private members-only access to our content that we're going to be putting out for you guys. Now, if you want to pay your $1 and ride or die with OOC, if you're the Spurs fan, if you love NBA basketball, well, then this one's probably for you. If you're just like that flyby guy, it's basically a hub. It's a content hub where we're going to offer you guys one place to find all of our content. If it's podcast content that we do with other Spurs personalities, our live streams, or our Saturday mailbags, you'll find everything that you need to you don't have to go looking for our content across all these different places. You can just go to the end of the bench page, which you paid $1 for, and you can get it all there. But we don't stop there. We have our calendar there that gives you guys, the outlook of all the events that we're going to be doing for you guys. Also very special on the end of the bench page is our polls. You guys are in control, and that's the main idea of what we're doing for you guys with this subscription stuff is we want to give the control to you guys, right? So we have polls that you guys will vote on. For instance, on our end of the bench page, you get to vote on what we talk about first every week, every live stream for $1. So not only, do you get to vote and have control over what we do, but you get all your access there. You get all your content there as well. And we also have our social media hub there. So you can see what we're doing on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's all there on one page for you guys. All right. And that's for $1. Any thoughts on our end of the bench page, guys?
No, I mean, also to top it all off, we're also, allowing you to get a link straight to a group chat, a Spurs group chat, where you could interact with all of us. You can talk to each other. We can put a few polls on there as well. So you have a whole spectrum of content that you're going to be getting with OOC for sure.
And I think one thing to stress is before we go on to the other tiers, we'll get into what they offer, but one of our motives behind the premium content is obviously, as we get more monetary subscribers, our content can improve. We can bring you more. Our ultimate goal is to be able to have a sustainable enough site that we're able to do, multiple giveaways to give back to you guys for taking a chance on us. We've talked, merchandise, T-shirts. We've even talked, about the goal of trying to be able to have tickets to give away to Spurs games. So it's not, like we're trying to get the money to benefit us. We're trying to get this to grow this site to give back to you guys for supporting us. So that's kind of the reasoning behind all this.
Exactly. And the last few weeks, we've been trying to do, giveaways early, but to make it sustainable and make it bigger. And like you said, Harrison, tickets and, merchandise and stuff like that. it really does help when we're getting the supportive group from Spurs fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing this all for you guys, and like they said, I don't really need to echo everything they said, but I completely agree. And we have a lot of goals that have to deal with improving what we do for you guys, for the NBA community, for San Antonio Spurs community. So that's pretty much it for $1. Now, all of our subscriptions are monthly, right? So every month it's just automatic, boom, dollar, and you can bookmark us on your web browser. And you can always find what's going on in the world of OOC there. Now, if you feel like you're a little bit better than just, being at the end of the bench, you follow us, you watch all of our stuff, maybe you follow what we do separately, you like what we do, and you want to see more of it. That means that you move from the end of the bench to that 6-man status, right? And we've had plenty of great 6 men in San Antonio Spurs history, and we feel like Spurs Nation is always going to be that 6th man for San Antonio, and we want Spurs Nation to be that 6th man for OOC. So on this subscription, you get everything that we just talked about with the access to the end of the bench page. All right, so you get all of that. You get access to that page and everything. But you're also going to get access to the members-only 6-man page. Now, the big thing about the 6 man, what you're paying for, $5 a month, what you're going to be paying for is priority control. Again, let's talk about our mailbag episodes. Our mailbag episodes where we take in all the questions and we take our time to answer them for you guys, even if they're the same question over and over. We want to answer them for y'all because you guys are priority to us. So not only do you get mailbag priority with your questions, but you get access to Sunday's mailbag as well. Our mailbag episodes are split into 2. One airs on Saturday, one airs on Sunday. Saturday's free. Saturday's for everybody. But for Sunday, that's for our paid subscribers of our 6-man level or higher. Other than our mailbag, these are the big ones, right? This is what you really pay for. Now, we're going to be doing a post-game show called After the Buzzer, right? After the Buzzer is when we're going to watch a game. We're all going to get on right after, and we're going to talk about it for a good half hour or more, all right? And we want you guys to be in that post-game with us, and we want to hear your thoughts of what you just saw. And it's almost like a venting thing at some level, like with Spurs Nation, especially this year. I got on some YouTube live streams, some post games this year, and you guys were hungry to get your voices heard. And we want to do that for you in our 6-man level. So there's going to be some post games that we're going to do for you guys that are chosen in the most part by you. Again, during this ending of this NBA season, we're going to be doing a lot of post games, right? We have a lot of post games planned, but during regular NBA basketball, you guys choose what we react to every month. If you guys want to see us do a post game to Spurs at Denver or Spurs against, Boston, whatever it is, you guys vote for it on the site, and then that's what we do, and we do that for you guys. So not only do we do post games for you guys, but also watch parties live. So that's where we're going to get on a live stream, a private live stream. All these are private live streams. These aren't accessible to the general YouTube public, right? These are for our 6-man level subscribers or more. Our watch parties are where you guys pick games for us to kind of watch. We're not going to show the game on screen because that's copyright, but we are going to show us all reacting to the game live as it's being played out. We might take breaks and during commercials or whatever and do some analytics for you guys or whatever it is. We're going to watch this game with you guys. We want to build a community where we can all get together and do some of these things. And we're going to make it all happen for you on the 6-man level, a subscriber. You guys got anything about that?
Yeah, as far as the post-game shows, I think the thing that's the most special about this whole thing is we all have different perspectives or different things that we do. You look at Harrison, he's a statistic guy. You look at Maddie, he was a ball player. You're a coach, Rob, and me. I'm just raw emotion. I don't know. But all of us bring our own thing to it.
Straight swagger.
Yeah, we all just bring our own thing to it. So it's going to be very interesting to be able to, each game or when we do them, that you get to see, what everyone's perspective is on it. So yeah, it's gonna be something special.
Man, I just got on your jock again, Dustin. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
You got anything to add on that, Harrison?
I think y'all said it all. It's just one of the goals is to try and not just make y'all listen to us, but just to interact with us. We try and interact as much as possible. And, if we can get a chat going, stuff like that with a live stream, let's do it. The more the merrier. We like talking to each other about the Spurs, obviously, but I'll talk to anybody about the Spurs. And it's nicer if I'm not lecturing and I got people that want to talk back with me. So yeah.
So at the end of the bench, that's $1, right? That's a double cheeseburger. The 6-man level to enjoy post games with us, to collaborate with us, to jump on live streams with us, that's only $5. That's like a 6-inch Subway from 6-6 sandwich.
It's a
from Subway.
Whataburger #1, man.
It's the #1 from Whataburger, absolutely. All right, so we got one level left to talk about, and that's the starter level. And this membership level is really for the OOC fan who likes what we do enough to a level where you want to make sure that we're going to improve and you want us to do better. And this level is $15 a month, right? It's $15 a month, but you really get the same amount of access that you get you don't get anything new content-wise, but you'll get a social media follow, a shout out, and really you're doing this to put yourself at this starter level. There's not many starters out there. There's a lot of bench players, a lot of 6 men out there. But the starters, you guys are the ones that we're going to rely on the most. You're the ones that want to support us the most. And that's where you can do it at the starter level subscription at OOC.
Yeah, and I think one thing to emphasize is we say, oh, no new content. That's as of right now. We're trying to figure out as this start what works. There's obviously things we want to bring to this tier that will be exclusive, but we're not sure what they are yet. And one big thing we talked about is, with this subscription does come some priorities. So, if you're submitting us questions, you get a little bit of jump on other people because you're there supporting us more, for mailbags, for doing giveaways. Obviously, we talked about an entry system where you would get far more entries if you're on this level subscription. So there are going to be extra benefits. We are still in the process of figuring this stuff out, but it's for like Rob said, basically the people who want to support us as much as they can, and we are going to try our best to reward you for that.
Exactly. Another thing too is, it's not just going to stop here. So we're going to have, different shows or different ideas that we come up with, and we're like, hey, how about we do that? And, for instance, Rob does, Spurs and coffee. So, I mean, we could possibly with the, $15 subscription, if you put in a question, maybe that'll be the topic for the morning, So, but we're going to figure out a way to implement it the best we can. But that will be a huge step in the right direction.
And right now, everything that we're talking about, this is basically us trying to give you guys a package that we know we can deliver for this end of this season, because we really all don't know what the ending of this season is going to be, right? We don't know if the Spurs are going to play, 6 games or 12 games, or they're going to go all the way to the finals, right? Like, we have no idea what's left in the tank for this season. So what we want to offer you guys right now is strictly just so we know we can do this for y'all. But everything they're saying is absolutely true. We have a lot more content planned for the 6-man membership level and the starter membership level. We want to give the starters the starters that have that membership with us. I'm sorry, I'm brain farting all over the place. We want to give them access to even joining us sometimes. Maybe they could hop on our live stream with us. They can jump on a podcast with us every once in a while.
Jump in a watch party and talk to us during a game, something like that.
Absolutely. We're not just your voices heard. Maybe we can get you on screen too. But we have a lot of plans, a lot of shows planned for you guys. But most of that content will come in the beginning of next season. Obviously, once the season officially ends, we have our show called Next Up that Harrison does, right? It's all about college basketball, college prospects, and all that jazz, right? So we have a lot more coming for you guys in the future. But for the ending of the season, that's what we're going to stick to. Now, we want to be as transparent as we can. And we believe that in order for us to build this community and trust with all you guys watching, on the screen behind here, we want to allocate that money to improve our content, everything that we do for you, improve our site for you guys. So just like they talked about earlier, I just want to make sure that you guys know that we're not going to go out and buy a new truck or a new, car or whatever with all y'all's subscriptions. No, we plan on giving it right back to you guys in the form of giveaways, merch, opportunity, all of those things. Okay. So what we're going to do once the NBA officially starts up is you guys want to get on that 6-man membership level, because that's when we're going to start doing our After the Buzzer show and our watch parties as well. Now, we are definitely going to do those shows for Spurs basketball. Obviously, this is OOC Spurs, right? But we also understand that this is a very special situation. We also understand that the NBA community, the Spurs community, is craving for content for Spurs basketball, for NBA basketball in general. The fan community is very hungry for all that. So, and we also understand that this NBA season is going to be very special. We're never probably going to get another one like this. The way it's going to play out in this fashion, if it's in a FIBA tournament style or a play-in tournament or whatever, this is new. And this is very exciting for anyone who's a fan of the game, not just a fan of the Spurs. So what we want to do, that being said, is we will also have polls for you guys to decide which games that we cover that are not San Antonio Spurs related. We want to do more content for you guys for the end of this season. So we might end up covering like a Denver LA game or a Boston 76er game. We don't know, but we want to do more content for you guys till this ends. All right. So do you guys have anything on that?
I couldn't have said it better myself. Every single thing that you said is completely true. We want to be as transparent as possible and let you know that, and you're going to see it. We don't have to just say it. You're going to see it, that any support that you give to us, we're giving it right back.
And I think a big thing to let y'all know is for the most part right now, we're paying all for this stuff out of our own pocket right now. We're paying for the site. We're working to get better equipment, podcasts and stuff. We're talking, high dollar mics, computers, setups, stuff like that. So, we're already spending some money on this to get this out to you. So we're looking for a way that we can better this without, going bankrupt essentially in this time, and just trying to improve everything. And a lot of the motivation behind doing games that aren't Spurs is we are craving talking about stuff, but we want to be able to deliver for you guys once you pay that money. So we're trying to give you the best bang for your buck that you got, while also setting realistic expectations for ourselves and just consistently improving the quality and quantity of our content while we're doing it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of goals here, and we're not going to reach our goals unless you guys, support us, which you guys already do. We already have a couple of subscribers that have signed up for the 6-man level at OOCSpurs.com, and we haven't even posted anything yet, but they're there waiting. They're there waiting. They've communicated with us that, they're excited for what's to come, and they want to see us grow. So we can't thank you guys enough for that.
Man.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. But that's pretty much it for what we're going to do for you guys once the NBA season starts up again. The official startup date, that's when you guys can start expecting a lot more from our sites. That's when you guys need to go and get your subscription. If it's either $1 for the end of the bench page, you get all of our content in one place, plus much, much more. Our 6-man level, $5, you get access to our post games and our watch parties. And then our starter level, that's for you guys who really support us and want to see us grow. And we can't thank you guys enough for any subscriber, any level that you guys choose to support us at. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode of OOC Live. I'm Robert Trejo Jr. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Bucking Spurs. Harrison, why don't you let everyone know where they can find you?
Yeah, as always, we're at Facebook.com/San Antonio Spurs Talk, Instagram at SA Spurs Talk, and Twitter at SA Spurs Talk 21.
Cool, awesome. Destin, why don't you let everyone know where they can find your stuff, man?
You can find me on YouTube, Clan the Spurs Fan, Facebook, Clan the Spurs Fan, or on Instagram, Spurs Wave or Spurs Dynasty.
Again, this is Order on the Court. OOCspurs.com. Make sure you go and visit our site. It is live right now, so you can check it all out. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and to our channel and share this video. Adios.